Leo, what's good with you? Time for your February reading. I told you I couldn't promise you I'd get to it today, but I found a little tiny slot in my schedule to go ahead and squeeze you guys in. So anyway, if you would like to find information on scheduling a personal reading, that's in the description of the video. Also, my social media. If you want to follow me for daily motivation, advice, and behind the scenes, behind the cards content, my social media platforms are in the description along with personal reading information. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. What do we got for my Leo's universe? Leo. Oh, bam, that was quick. The tower in the reverse. Man. Well, we'll see which way this leans. To me, this feels an awful lot more like somebody who's unable to come to terms with something that came to an end. For others of you, it very well could be trying to prevent something from coming to an end. We'll see which way the cards kind of fly, but this feels more to me like something came to an end and there's somebody, you or the person you're dealing with, who has not come to terms with that ending. Let's see. Last shuffle for my Leo's universe. Leo, February 2020. High Priestess reversed overall. All right. So for the most part, I feel like it's the person that you're dealing with. There's somebody here that could be an Aquarius. That's the only sign I have specifically on the table here. It could be anybody, though. Could be anybody. They are kind of bummed out about this. I kind of feel like this is something that came to an end, and the person you're dealing with is either hasn't come to terms with it, or they would like to reconcile. One of the two. Okay? Which I guess they're kind of in the same. Not really. Okay? And to me, it looks like, from what I'm seeing on your end here, I feel a lot more of an energy that says, I do care for you. I do have a lot of emotion for you. However, we just aren't a very good team. Could have been a third person involved as well. Three of Wands in the reverse. Doesn't have to be, though, but when those three cards come up, if you do have evidence of that, then, you know, however it fits here. But it could also be a Libra. I'm sorry, there's Libra. Between the two of you, I don't really think that anything was ever, like, logically done between the two of you. You know, like, everything between the two of you was emotion-based, okay? Here you are, King of Wands. I think for the most part, whatever it is that you're doing now, you're taking very, very seriously, okay? And for the most part, I don't really think you are clinging too heavily to this. Not really. Looks like you're letting go of this to me. I do see communication coming in right here, but I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. I think somebody may want to reconcile here, or somebody wants something here to try to, I don't know if they're trying to bring this back to life or what's going on here. Okay, the cycle's completing, though. There is no unfinished business between the two of you. The cycle is complete, and I feel like there's something your intuition's telling you about this situation that you are ignoring, too. I want to look a little bit more at the person that you're dealing with, and at the same time, some clarification. I'd like to clarify all that, but I want to hammer a little bit more at the person that you're dealing with, see if I can get a better picture. That felt a little bit too vague for me. Me personally, I didn't feel, I know this is a general reading, but to me that just felt a little bit too general. So, person Leo is dealing with, and also I want to clarify. I want to get both of them, but more emphasis on the person that you're dealing with. Three of Wands. Yeah, see? I kind of feel like they're waiting to hear from you. From a lot of you. A lot of you, the person you're dealing with is waiting to hear from you. Hermit reverse could be a Virgo that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. But, yeah, Ace of Cups in the heart of the spread here. I do feel like they do still have a lot of emotion for you. Okay, a lot of it. But this type of person here, some of y'all could be dealing with a player, somebody who doesn't really take things seriously. Especially relationships and matters of the heart. You take it a little bit more seriously than them. Um, I don't think this is going anywhere, though. I don't think this is going anywhere. That Three of Wands right there, again, could have been a third party, could have been somebody else involved there. But I think for most of you, this feels like something that already came to an end, and this person here is still not cool with that. Not really. I mean, in one hand, they're not waiting on it. I don't think they really have all the. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I know this came to an end in case they're ever going to talk to me again. I'm waiting, and they still have that door open for you. The door is still open. That may be what I title this video. They still have that door open for you, even though they're moving on and don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? They still have a lot of emotion for you. They do. But I feel like for the most part, they don't really want to fight with you. They don't really want to argue with you. They're kind of waiting to hear from you. They have the door open for you. If that makes any sense at all. That's the best way I can think to word it. The best description I can get for how that felt there. Well, let's see some new things coming in for my Leos. Anything new coming in? The road to nowhere leads to me. Let's see. New things coming in for my Leos. New things coming in. New stuff coming in. Ooh, that was quick. Ace of Wands reversed. Damn, man. I did that to another sign earlier. It's like new things coming in and then pfft, nothing new coming in. Well, let's see. Hang on. Let's see what this is all about. There's always something new happening. It could be that there's a blockage. It's not allowing anything new in. That happens a lot too. I see that. That's probably one of the most common things that I see, at least in personal readings. There's a blockage that's not allowing. And the blockage is always internal, y'all. Always. Some people get awful cranky when they hear it, but I'm sorry. The blockage is always inside you. Always. It's actually empowering, I think. I would much rather me be in my own way because I can control me, Can't always control everything that's out here. So, like some people, they get really pissed off when you tell them, okay, well, you're standing in your own way. Man, I've had some people get pissed off at me for that. But dude, you can actually do something with that. Once you find out it's you, well, fuck, that's easy. Well, then let me get in here and fix it then. Some people, they just want to point the finger. Well, you fuck then if that's all you want to do. I don't know how to say that name there, but I appreciate that super chat and thank you for the positive feedback. Either way, though, I do see that there is some kind of blockage that's allowing something new from coming in, and I feel like it might be some of this past energy. Somebody here is trying to manipulate this situation. Somebody is. Magician reverse, Seven of Swords. Somebody's being very manipulative here, and I feel like you're giving it a little bit too much of your energy because even if you're clinging to this situation or this person negatively, okay, that's still a hook in the past it's not a surefire way to fuck things up, but it can slow things down. Okay, it can definitely keep a plane from getting off the ground, for sure. Okay, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, both reversed. I feel like after a certain point, some of y'all are just going to take a break and rest and chill and just let that tower fall. I mean, this is kind of like accepting the fate of the situation right here. Accepting the fate of the situation. And a lot of you are getting over it, too. It could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. Also have another Taurus card here. The Hierophant and the Temperance, both reversed. Okay. This isn't something that you want to commit to. It's not even something that you want to deal with, I don't think. But again, somebody's trying to be very manipulative right here, and I think it's got you like all off balance, all like just out of whack, all out of whack. So before anything new can come in, again, you have to just chill and just let go, accepting the fate of this situation. That may be what I title the video. I don't know. I like that though. Anyway, let's look at things to watch out for. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. And then if we have time, might throw a freestyle spread in. Haven't done very many freestyle spreads here lately. Not for the Februarys. Things to watch out for and advice. Oop. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Watch out for people who can't stay organized, who have their priorities all fucked up. Okay. There it is. Last shuffle, last one. Things to watch out for. The Judgment card. Obviously, people who are very judgmental. Watch out for it, okay? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We are judgmental creatures. It's in our nature. It's in our nature, but that's a very, very, very interesting cookie to crumble apart and analyze, isn't it? Judgment. What types of things do we judge and why? Okay. There's some people that you really want to steer clear of. Some people that you really want to steer clear of who are too judgmental. Like, for example, people who judge things that are none of their business, first off. That's a big problem. You see a lot of people out there who cast judgment on other people when you have no room to talk or cast judgment, you know? Like, especially when you are casting judgment on somebody who has something, is more successful than you, is further along in life than you are, and you're picking and poking at the little things that they do wrong and casting judgment on them when, like, you are 100 miles behind them. You have no room to judge them or anything about their life, you know? That kind of judgmental, you know? Watch out for people who do not take the time to think things through. Okay, there's a time and a place for everything. Okay, especially when it comes to thinking. There's some people who say you should think. There's some people who say, no, go with your gut instinct. Well, if you're not careful, sometimes you can confuse your gut instinct with some ego misfire. Okay, you see that happen a lot, especially with fire signs, Leo. Okay, so if that's you, hey, you are a fixed fire, though, so it's probably easier for you to grab onto that, and but either way, it still could happen. It could happen with anybody. It doesn't really matter. There's a time and a place for everything. Okay, people who always jump the gun all the time without ever pausing. The people who don't know how to pause and chill before they jump into something. Okay. Also, people who avoid relationships. People who always want to come together but want to avoid relationships. Oh, watch out for that right there. Okay. It doesn't, even if it's just a friend. The 5 people the closest to you tell you an awful lot about the path that you're on. The 5 closest people in your life. And hey, they could be your best friends, could be the coolest people in the world. But let's say that you want to triple your income. Okay, let's just say, Leanne, thank you for that super chat. Let's say you want to triple your income. And the 5 people closest to you could be the most benevolent souls on the planet. But if they've never made a penny more than 40 grand a year, and you're trying to make 250 grand a year, you pay very close attention to the advice that they give you. And if, just look at the people closest to you in your life and sit and think, okay, I really got to analyze what path I'm on right now. Okay. I really got to analyze what place these people have in my life. Does that mean that you're better than them? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That just means that you want to be on a different frequency than them. There is no better or worse or positive or negative. Okay. Now, of course, the people who are in victim mode and who are too lazy to put in the work to improve their life, oh yeah, they're going to call you names and talk shit all day long and say, oh, you think you're better than me. No, I just think I don't want to be on the frequency that you're on. That's it. That's it. You're on a $30,000 a year frequency. I want to be on a $250,000 a year frequency. That's not better. It's just what I prefer. And if you're too fucking lazy to put the work in to change frequencies, that's not my problem. See what I'm saying? So moving forward, remember, focus on the positive aspect of any given situation. And yes, it is there. Oh, yes, it is. If you can't find it, you're not looking hard enough. Okay? This is duality. Just like there cannot be right without left, there cannot be negative without positive. Okay? But you can't just have one or the other. No matter how far up you go, you will never leave behind what is under you. Okay? Up and down exist right next to each other all the time. Okay? No matter how far to the right you go, you will never leave behind what is to the left of you. Right and left have to exist simultaneously right next to each other at all times because this dimension is dualistic. Okay? But what you can do is look up and tune out everything that's under you and pay all of your attention and all of your creative power up above you. And do not give what's under you any of your creative source energy. Same thing with positive and negative. They exist right next to each other simultaneously all the time. It's which end of the spectrum you choose to give your energy to. If you choose to give the negative aspect of a situation all of your energy, there's a very good chance that is what you are going to experience. Like in this card right here, this dude is completely ignoring these two beautifully filled cups right behind him, and he's paying all of his attention to these spilled cups in front of him. This is in the reverse as your advice. Okay, it's definitely time for you to open up new communication to new people. Follow your passion. Okay, think about it. Think about it. A lot of people, when you say, okay, well, what are you passionate about? I don't know. Well, okay, well, ask yourself this. Whenever it comes to like pursuing a career or pursuing whatever, take away being able to get anything out of it. Would you still do it? Like if it's a career, for example, a career path. Oh, I'm passionate about this. Oh, yeah? Would you do it for free? Would you do it for free? If not, you're probably not passionate about it. And yes, it's 2020. I don't give a shit if your passion is making Ninja Turtles out of clay. You could figure out if you put 10,000% of your creative passion, desire, emotion, and obsession into making Ninja Turtles out of clay, you could become a millionaire doing it. Yes, you could in 2020. Don't tell me you can't. Okay? The sky isn't the limit. You are your own limits. Okay? You set your own limitations. So, anywho, it was a few minutes shorter than I normally like to make these readings. Let's go ahead and get a freestyle spread. Freestyle spread. See if we can get anything new. Whoa, I at least like to make them over 20 minutes. I don't really like a reading to be under 20 minutes. Let's see if we can end this with some cool shit for my Leos. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know what's going to come through. I don't know if it's going to be advice. I don't know if there's going to be things to watch out for. Old things that want to come back, new things that want to come in. Ooh, check it out. Guess what popped out for you? That's the Leo card, the Strength card. All right. Again, that's just a reminder, basically, that you're stronger than you know. Okay? It's best for you to go ahead and figure out some way to realize it, because a lot of us don't really understand how strong we are until we're put in a position to where strength is the only option. It's either strength or death. You'll find out real quick how strong you are at that point. Let's not let it go there. Just remember, you're stronger than you realize, okay? Oh, there it is. Last shuffle. Ooh, King of Cups in the reverse. All right. Yes, I love that Wheel of Fortune. I would have to say this is probably my favorite tarot card. Because when this motherfucker pops up, boy, I'm going to tell you what, it doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't really matter how negative things seem around you or how chaotic things may be. This is definitely, things are working out in your favor whether you realize it or not, okay? And a lot of times we don't realize it. How could things be working out in my favor? How could this situation possibly be working out in my favor? Look, okay? Your higher self and the universal perspective has a much bigger vantage point than you. Okay, past, present, and future, and all past possibilities and all future possibilities all exist simultaneously. Okay, where your higher self is. It's all the same damn picture. Okay, trust me. You'll be able to look back in a couple of years and see why shit had to happen this way. As long as you allow yourself to believe that. Okay, right now it's not time to force any new life changes. Just kind of chill and hang back and take things one step at a time. Okay, slow, calculated. A lot of you definitely need to pour more of your energy into your finances, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're broke. Even if you're a millionaire, even if you made $2 million last year, okay, make 4 million this year. See what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. I don't really care how much your income. That doesn't mean anything. Whatever you make, work on you know making more. See what I'm saying? But I do think if you do hear communication from this past person, I would definitely open up communication and at least do the best you can to make bygones be bygones or let bygones be bygones, and apologize and clear the air if you possibly can. But I would not take the situation any further and I would not open up emotionally. Okay. But it is best to clear the air of all negative energy if it comes through and it presents itself to you. Okay. So, yeah, I really feel like the messages my Leo people needed to hear have come through now. So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I hope that resonated for everybody. If it didn't, which it won't, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Don't forget, information on scheduling personal readings is in the description of the video. Not my Instagram DM, not my Facebook inbox, the description of the video. Okay, you email me, you hit me up in my email, and we will get back with you. All that information is in the description. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in with the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz and the love and the support. I appreciate it more than you know, okay? I'm out of here. Y'all